All right, we are back. We are back until I lose connection again. I can't remember what I was talking about at the end of the last stream. Ooh, I was talking about red powder. I used paprika for my chicken tonight with onion powder. I know there's another red powder, but I can't remember what that red powder is called. I'll probably have to walk up and down the spice aisle. Welcome back, C4T. My other live just ended by accident because the internet. In my last stream, I cooked some chicken and mashed potatoes. Welcome to welcome to part two. Ooh, you know your powders. What is a good red powder? I can't think of the name of a red powder, and it's driving me nuts. I know you know your powders pretty well. Wink, wink. Cayenne pepper. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. That's the bad. That is what I was thinking. Cayenne pepper. Thank you. Thank you. I just could not think of the name for the life of me, but cayenne pepper. I need to get some of that. I love cayenne pepper. Moist. I need to write that down because I'm going to forget it. Cayenne pepper. Moist. We got Doritos Collisions. Pizza flavored Doritos, even. Moist. What's up, C4? How long left? 30 days? I'm going to say 30 days. I bet you only have 30 days left at most. Mm. Nice and moist. They keep postponing it? That's stupid. Do they at least tell you why they are postponing it? Oh, gotcha. Sometimes getting in trouble is nice. Sometimes I get in trouble at work. Ooh. Moist. It is 12:25 here. Hi, Cloud. Hi, Kicker. Oh, wait. He isn't here yet. I just said pre-hello just to see if he was lurking in the shadows. Moist. My chicken turned out pretty nice. Pretty well. Pretty nice and moisty. Nine and 8 seems to be the magic numbers. Paper towels are nice. The goober emoji. Marinoculars. Marinara sauce. Mariachi sauce. Mariachi band. The Merriment Men. Strudel. Wheat. They have cotton candy Mike and Ike's now. This might be an opportunity for me to take my vitamins. I keep forgetting to take my daily vitamins. They expire next year, though. But I should probably take them. You have to go on Craigslist. Craigslist, or I would just stick with Craigslist. Facebook Marketplace is just meh. Craigslist is where I sold my major cards, or my major. Well, actually, it was Facebook ultimately because I had a few listings on Craigslist, and then I had my major listing on Facebook in my group called the Charizard Network. I eventually sold my Skyridge on Facebook for much less than I should have, but I needed the money, so I'm not complaining. And plus, I made my money back more than tenfold. So I don't even care that I undersold that card. However, I posted a listing on Facebook, and about twice a month, the guy from Craigslist comes over to my house and buys more cards from me. So Craigslist seems to have worked for me as well. I have a huge collection, so he comes back and buys more cards for me whenever he gets paid. I need to send him a text to see if he's interested this month. Oh, I'll do that later. I may post another ad on Craigslist pretty soon, though, because I want to start selling my sealed collection. And since Christmas season is coming soon, this time of the year is definitely a great time to pull out the collectibles and see what you can get for them. What kind of cards are you trying to sell? I have a feeling the IRS will at some point. My Craigslist ads are usually cash only, and I do cash only through Craigslist because I don't like to do internet sales. I hate internet sales because what happens sometimes is scammers will send you the money and then have their bank reverse it. So I really don't like doing internet transactions. So I post my ads on Craigslist or Facebook, and then I do meetups in person. Actually, they passed a law a couple years ago. Anything under $600 doesn't get flagged. I think it was last year, actually, in January. They came out with that law starting January. You have to report anything you make over $600. So I'm pretty sure anything over 600 will probably get flagged. That is true. I agree. But I imagine people would get taxed uh, no matter what country you're from, what country you're in. If you make a sale like that, they're going to tax you, I'm sure. I'd be surprised to hear of a country that wouldn't tax, even for less, even for lower amounts. Wait. Switzerland, nice. I love Swiss chocolates from Switzerland. Uh. Safety, you ate the burp. There's a guy in my classes who looks like a Mexican Wheaton Shaw. That is funny. When I worked at Burger King the first time around, I had this one middle aged customer ask me if I was from South Africa. And the reason why he asked me if I was from South Africa, he goes, "You have the accent from somebody who's from South Africa." And I just thought to myself, what a weird thing to say to anybody. You should start calling him Wheaton Shaw. That would be hilarious. Boing. I have one of Cloud Kicker's dogs hanging out on my shelf. Moist. Why does Credit One keep sending me predatory credit card loans? These bank companies. I have no idea. But once you apply for one credit card, you'll get mail from all these other card companies, and it'll never end. The only time it'll end is if you go in debt and stop paying your credit cards. Last January, I had to stop paying my credit cards because I didn't have any money to do that. And what's funny is I haven't gotten any loans since I went into, what do they call it? I'm not in collections yet, but I'm getting close to being in collections. But anyways, once you stop paying on your credit cards and they start harassing you daily via phone and mail, you stop getting these envelopes for loans. for loans and more credit cards. Mhm. So if you have applied to or have a credit card, you'll get spammed with so much credit mail. But I haven't received a credit card offer in a while, which is good because I am done with credit. I have not used credit since, I don't know, since probably December of last year. And then in May, I made a big sale of my Pokemon cards, and I'm living off of that still. I probably have another 2 months before I need to sell more high end cards. Yeah, I have about 2 months left of living nicely like this, and then I'll probably start selling a lot sooner. I don't want to run out of money again like I did last time. I need to start selling a a month ahead of time, so I can ensure that I don't make the same mistake I made last time. That was embarrassing back in May. Wait. I even got to the point where I didn't give my landlord my property management company money for like 2 months in a row, and that was a mistake also. Yeah, I got pretty bad back in early in 2025. I just have to make sure that doesn't happen again. Fortunately, I have a couple more high end cards I don't want to sell, but I will sell. No, they're not allowed to go to your houses, actually. They can phone call you between the hours of 8 and 5, but they can't harass you outside of those hours. They can't come to your house and harass you physically. They'll send you mail, they'll phone call you constantly. I have my phone on airplane mode at this point because I get 20 calls a day between 8 and 5. And every single morning, including the weekends, they call 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. 8:05 every single day they call me. And they call me several times throughout the day. So I just keep my phone on airplane mode. And I check on my phone every couple hours to see if my work texted me about some BS like coming in or something. But I keep my phone on airplane mode. I'm not ready to deal with those people. I don't even know how to deal with those people because it's just going to be like when I got into a car accident, I was hit with a $67,000 bill, and the guy on the phone was being pretty rude about it, and I'm like, well, you can't get blood from a stone, dude. So I ended up paying $10 a month to that car guy, and then they stopped sending me bills in 2020. Right before COVID, they stopped sending me bills, and so I stopped paying them, and they haven't bothered me once since. Not a once. It's 2025 now, so I'm guessing the car accident situation. They probably wrote the bill off on their taxes because I haven't heard from them once. I even sent them a change of address information when I moved, and they haven't bothered me once. So my guess is they probably wrote that off on their taxes. But it's definitely different with credit. I need to get I need to file for bankruptcy, but the problem with filing for bankruptcy is I have a loan at my bank right now. I'm still paying on that loan. That's the only thing I'm paying on as far as credit and loans. I'm not paying any other credit cards, but I'm paying down my loan because I want to keep my bank open. If I file for bankruptcy, my bank will probably close my account and then I won't have a bank at all. And since my credit has tanked big time, it's not likely I'll be able to get another bank account. I could probably use something like Chime. Chime is what people use when they have terrible credit. I do have Chime actually. I did get a couple donations through Chime earlier this year. I could I could feasibly use Chime, but I'd rather use my bank account that I have open. So that's why I haven't filed for bankruptcy. I want to file for bankruptcy, but until that loan is paid off, I can't really file for bankruptcy. Wait. I am a very slow eater. I'll have to save these two pieces of chicken for later today. And since I have leftover mashed potatoes, I won't need to make chicken tonight. I'll just eat these two pieces later, have those mashed potatoes, and I won't have to cook. I can use my leftover grease for tomorrow. Wheat. Taco Bell, taco all the way. I also want to make street tacos. I could heat up this chicken later today and chop it up and put them in street tacos. Then again, I need rice for that. That would require me walking down the road and getting some rice. Might be worth it. I want cilantro too. Rice and cilantro with some chicken and street tacos. Pretty good. They have really good fish tacos down at the Mexican restaurant that I go to once a week, sometimes twice. They have the most addicting fish tacos in the world. One of the few places that don't actually use breaded chicken. I mean, breaded fish for their tacos. They actually use fish for their tacos. And they're big old pieces of fish. Oh, great tacos. I'm not craving them right now because I just had really good chicken. This chicken came out really good. Nice and juicy and actually fully cooked. Wheat. I wasn't planning on going live today, actually. I just randomly decided, you know what? I'm going to make some chicken. I'll go live and make some chicken. And sure enough, here I am. And this stream is part two because my internet kind of went out before I started this stream. So this stream right now is part two. Oh, I need to go pick up more Mountain Dew at some point too. I have 3 cans left in my refrigerator. Wheat. What platform are you trying to sell your cards on? The platform might have something to do with why they might not be selling well. If it's eBay, oh my goodness, I don't trust eBay at all. All right, I'll be right back. I've got to go use the. Oh yeah, don't go on eBay. eBay is terrible. I stopped selling on eBay years ago because of buyers purchasing things from me and then claiming it wasn't as described. And then I'd be like, send it back and I'll refund you. They're like, no, I want a partial refund. Ugh, I got tired of stuff like that because eBay always sides with the buyers. It was so stupid. I had 5 Blasters I sold to somebody, and they were all in plain condition. And I made sure they knew it. It was in the listing, and eBay still sided with them. I wasn't allowed to get my stuff back to give them a full refund. So eBay told me I had to give them a partial refund, and it was only like $12 for all 5 cards. So I didn't even really make any money off of that at all. After the fees, it was probably not even a quarter. So I refuse to sell on eBay at all. eBay is no go for me. I will never sell on eBay ever again. And I always try to persuade people don't sell on eBay, sell on Craigslist, and maybe sell locally. That is my best advice for anybody selling stuff. Always avoid eBay. I would go with Amazon. If you're really desperate, I would go with Amazon. I will be right back. Oh, I am back. Wait. My chicken. My chicken. Chicken is nice. I should wear this one day. Actually, it goes in your hair, but I would only be able to wear it on my shirt. Ugh. There is another pin on here, which means I could wear it on my shirt. It's a 2-in-1 thing. Nice. That's pretty cool. There's two options. You can wear it in your hair or on your thingy. Jack Skellington is nice. Tim Burton films are amazing. My favorite Tim Burton films are uh, both of the Beetlejuice movies and Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie is a great Tim Burton film. And Coraline. Coraline. Nightmare Before Christmas as well. I don't know if it's called Coraline. Maybe Caroline. No, I don't think those two names are correct. I can't remember, but it started with a C. Oh. I need to get more Jack Skellington stuff in my collection. I have this bow tie and this hat, but I don't have too much. I have a lot of Jack Skellington stuff. I really don't need to buy any more stuff either. I have a lot of stuff. I even got my food collection, my candle, my hamburger candle. I have 2 hamburger candles just because I didn't want them to sell out, so I bought 2. My hot dog candle, my chicken nugget candle, my french fry candle, both of my popcorn candles. No, I only have one popcorn candle. The other one's a popcorn bucket, and it is a ceramic. And then I have my chocolate cake candle. And then my hamburger glass mug, my watermelon ceramic. Oh, yikes. That could be. God, the Pokemon hobby used to be such a great place. Now it isn't even a hobby anymore. It isn't much of a hobby anymore. I'm glad I don't collect anymore. I mean, I wished I still collected, but I don't collect for many reasons. It just got too the hobby just became way too selfish. Hello, Paul. Welcome in. Think back and talk to me. That's true. It really wasn't. After 2015, it just kind of sucked. The era before live streaming was way better. I agree with you. Live streaming is nice though. There are some downfalls, but I certainly prefer the era before live streaming. Although the area although if the era had live streaming back then, it would have been great for those particular times. If that makes any sense. I mean, I live stream didn't make it didn't make it worse, but having live stream back then would have probably been nice. But then again, maybe some of these problems would have started happening sooner than it did. Who knows? But the 2010 through 2012 days were certainly nice. Those were good for collecting. Those were really cheap years for me. I bought a lot of product for super cheap between 2010 and 2012. Actually, 2009 and between 2009 and 2012. Towards the end of 2012, that's when prices started soaring. 99% of my Pokemon collection probably was between 2009 and 2012. No, actually, I have to take that number down. I have to take it down to 80% because I bought a lot of products between 2017. I bought a lot of product actually between 2015 and 2023. So I'd say probably maybe 70% was between 2009 and 2012 because most of my collection are really old school things, old school cards. Wait. I agree, cards. I haven't even been to my local card shop since 2019, mostly because the guy's a jackass. Ew. I remember the first time I bought a black and white box, I pulled a Zekrom. And then my first black and white tin, I pulled the Reshiram. That was one of my favorite times to buy cards. Was the first black and white set. The man, those were my first two pulls. It was the Zekrom and the Reshiram full arts. The set wasn't particularly great, but it was super fun pulling the good ones right away. I even pulled the Meowth at some point. I think Meowth was a noble trees. I can't remember too well, but why does the card shop suck? Oh, because that the guy who owns it, he's a little bit shady. So I went to work for him during the time where I didn't have a job. I spent a whole year without a job. So I went to work for him back, I think it was in 2011, 2012 maybe. And he told me that I would be paid $4 an hour and store credit only. So I didn't make any money. It was only store credit and it wasn't even for minimum wage. It was for $4 an hour on store credit. And that's how I bought my monster binders. So I would work for him lots and lots of hours. I bought a lot. I got a lot of monster binders from it, and those were $35 a piece. And then one day, it was one of my last days I worked for him because of what he said to his other employee. His other employee stuck up for me too, and was like, "Hey, this guy's worked here for a little while. Why don't we give him some money and give him a raise?" And he just ignored what his employee was telling him. And then the next day, I actually don't remember if it was the next day or a few days after. Uh, I walked into the store and I started doing my thing, helping out, and he was on the other side of the store comparing me to a retarded worker that he had before me, and was telling this person how slow he thinks I am. He doesn't have time to train me. This guy's dumber than the last person he had in here. He was just insulting me left and right. And he's so fucking stupid. He didn't think I could hear him. I mean, newsflash, it wasn't a big place. I was on this side of the store, they were on the other side of the store. He was mocking me, making jokes about me, insulting me. Oh, they weren't even jokes, they were just insults. It's like, if you don't really want me here, fucking tell me to leave. Be straight with me. I think he was irritated because I didn't understand how to sort his magic cards. And I was taking too long sorting by sets, by years, by type. So I didn't go back. I mean, I was so irritated. I didn't go back for a while, and then I started shopping there once in a while, just to see if there were any Charizards that came out. And then in 2019 happened, and I went in there, and he had some new employees in there, and they were such jackasses. I walked in there one day. I asked to see his ultra rare binder, and the asshole goes, "Sure, but you have to look at these right in front of me. Don't pull any cards out. I'll be watching you." And he was just going on and on and on, and I'm like, you know what? Put your binder back. I won't shop here anymore. No, he wasn't going out of business. He's still open. He's making lots of money. He has been open. He has had that location since 1990, and since then he's bought another place in the town next door. So he's not going out of business. He's making lots of money, but he's just a very shady person. I went in there. Here's another example of how shady he is. I went in there. You know the fire red green leaf Charizards? So I went in there and he had like 4 or 5 of them available for sale. He only wanted $20 each for them. I was able to buy 2 of them right away. I asked him if he could hold the other 3 while I asked him to hold the other 3 for me, and I'd be back to buy them tomorrow for the $20 each. So I bought those 2 right away. He held those 3 for me, but then he wanted $60 each for the others, and I'm like, screw you. And then I left. $20 was a great deal. And honestly, $60 is wasn't bad either, but it was the principle of the matter that pissed me off. But yeah, 2019 was the last time I visited his store. His store is called Matt's Cavalcade of Comics. Yeah, he definitely does a lot of cheating. And I was surprised because he's also an EMT. So I was very surprised by his behaviors. But I don't support his business at all. And whenever people ask me where to go in town for cards and stuff, I always tell them not to go to his place. But there's a place called Kraken in downtown, which just opened up a few years ago, and they are great. They are a great card place. They sell sports cards, Pokemon cards, Magic cards. The whole universe of cards are over there. Even card sets that I haven't even heard of before. I'm glad I still have my most of my card collection. I think I think the one thing I don't like doing is selling. I think selling is probably one of my most miserable experiences. I just don't like selling. Selling is awful. I only sell if I absolutely have to. If I don't have to sell it, I'll hold on to it for a while. That has been my way of thinking. But yeah, if you're looking to sell your cards, I would list them on Craigslist and meet up with somebody at a public place, say a restaurant or a maybe not a Walmart. I wouldn't meet somebody at a Walmart. I wouldn't do that. I would meet them at a restaurant or a bank or something. Something public, but not a place like Walmart. Walmart is sketchy. And my advice is take somebody with you. Take somebody with you because uh you never know what's going to go down. Moist. And definitely do cash only. And also make sure you look at the cash. Counterfeiters have been getting very good lately. Very good lately. Um, there was a $100 bill at my job recently, and a lot of cashiers would not have noticed this. A lot of cashiers would have just taken it, wouldn't have noticed it at all. The size of the $100 bill was very, very slightly larger. No, it was slightly larger than normal ones. And if you look at the corners, you could see that there's two pieces of paper there. You won't find that on real currency. But this particular $100 bill, you could tell in the corner that it wasn't just one sheet of paper, it was two. And it was a very good fake, by the way, too. The picture, everything looked really, really good. But the thing is the lettering font on the numbers, the serial numbers, it was super small. That was the first sign that I knew right away. Is it was the font was different. The font was absolutely different. But everything else looked really nice. The font and the fact that it was two pieces of paper, not one, was a giveaway. And a lot of people would have just taken that, but eh. And I've seen a couple of those actually. And that $100 bill one came to me at Michael's where I work, and I just told the customer, "I'm sorry, I can't accept this." So I don't know if she took it, and I hope she definitely probably scammed somebody. Somebody probably ended up getting that from her. Sometimes businesses have a policy where you have to confiscate the fake currency, but it seems like one of those situations. If I were to do that, confiscate it, she could pull out a knife or something and threaten me. Oh yes, I work at Michael's, so I just make sure here you could have this back, but wherever you got it from, you should probably take it back to because this isn't a legit bill. We can't accept this. I'm sorry this happened to you. Try to make it sound like it's not their fault at all to avoid any sort of bad mojo. Even though in the back of my mind I wanted to cuss her out. But the de escalation part of me kicked in. I definitely took a picture of the bill and the front and back and sent it to my boss. The customer was surprisingly not rude enough for me to not take pictures. So I was able to get pictures and send them to my boss. But I basically just told her, yeah, take this bill back to where you got it from. It's not legit. And here's why. One time I went to Michael's and they kicked me out of the facility for no reason. Mid-job event. This was in Arizona. Oh, wow. That's lame. I only work there once or twice a week. I think I work there twice this week, and I think I work there tomorrow for 4 hours. And then I work again on Saturday for 3 hours, I think. I'm definitely not going to work Saturday, though. I'll probably use some of my sick pay for Saturday because Friday is Halloween, and I'm going to drink on Halloween. I'm going to drink some of this Fireball I have here. I'll probably drink all of my Fireball, so I definitely won't be going into work the next day. I'll certainly use some of my sick pay for that. I'm sorry, I got drunk. I need to use sick pay. I always tell people some companies don't let you roll over sick pay. If you don't use sick pay before the end of the year, you'll lose it. I always tell people if you don't get sick very often, just wait until the end of the year, use it on some of the cold days, enjoy your time. Make sure you use it though. Use it or lose it. You don't want to lose it because it's not fair that you don't get to use it and other people do. So, everyone, use your sick pay. Not every company lets you roll it over. I think my company, the Michaels, does let people roll it over, but I know that every year I'm guaranteed, I think it is 40 hours of sick pay. And since I only work 3 hour shifts or 4 hour shifts, it's not it's nice. It's nice. Wait. I work at a store location. I could never work at a distribution company though. A distribution location. I think distribution locations, I think those are for people who can lift boxes constantly. I couldn't do that. Wait. It's not the best place to work. There's definitely politics going on up in the higher art height the up in the upper management areas. I'm pretty sure I'm working for a store manager who's committing healthcare fraud. But that's none of my business. But I have a feeling that's what he's doing because he doesn't come out on the floor to help anybody. He walks around the store two times, two times during his day there. And okay, I was able to reconnect. That's the first time I've been able to reconnect. Now I don't remember. Now I don't know where I was. I don't know what topic I was talking about. Where did I leave off? What was I talking about before the internet went all weird? Now I know I need to remember to hit refresh when my internet restores. I need to hit refresh and then tell my YouTube to hit reconnect. I have to remember that. I think I wouldn't have had to have ended my last stream if I had known to hit refresh. This time I just was like, let me see what refresh will do. Hit refresh, then hit reconnect, and bam, I'm back. So that worked out. I just don't remember what I was talking about. We were talking about Michaels, and then I veered off into some conversation. My memory is terrible. My short-term memory is awful. Especially when I meet people. Holy crap, my short-term memory is awful. I will meet somebody. Sucks, you know anyone from back in the day to stream with on current card events? Everyone from Black and White era quit. Oh, they sure did. But anyways, when I meet people, especially at work, I will forget their names like right away, and then I'll be too embarrassed to ask them what their names were. So all I'll say is ma'am, sir, just because it's too embarrassing to ask them, oh, hey, what was your name again? I'm sorry, I forgot. I definitely have this amazing ability to make conversations weird in person. Wait. EBT, the extraterrestrial. The plus an extra 10. Formaldehyde. EBT, erection backside transition. Wait, wasn't Paul just here not long ago? I think he stopped by and said something and then left. Oh, that might have been in my last stream. The stream that accidentally. No, there he is. There he is. It was earlier this stream. Moist. Formaldehyde is nice. The last time I had EBT probably was about, I don't know when the last time I had EBT. Probably 2017. I should be on EBT right now, but I decided not to apply for it. I should have applied for it back when I left Walmart back in 2023. I never applied for it. I should have. That would have saved me a lot of money on groceries and stuff. But I didn't really need to. I heard EBT is going away, which will force people to go look for work. My bed is a hideaway. My bed is a hideaway, pissing the night away. Because my bed is a hideaway. Gotta get down, blah, 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 blah. blah 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 blah. Pissing the night away. My bed is a hideaway. You know, when I first heard that song, I could not stop hearing "My Bed Is a Hideaway," and I'm like, "What does it have anything to do with the song?" My bed is a hideaway, and so I would listen to that song just to hear that part where she goes, "My bed is a hideaway." It's funny. I think a lot of people hear different things when they hear songs like that. Like I saw this meme on Twitter, I think it was back a long time ago. It was like pissing the night away. And it was referring to the song where I heard My Bed is a Hideaway. So I was like, wait a minute, I'm not the only one who hears weird things in songs. Actually, maybe it was an episode of Friends. It was an episode of Friends, or it was an episode of a famous TV show, and I think they were singing "Pissing the Night Away." Now I think it was a TV show. It wasn't Twitter. It was a TV show. Pissing the night away, pissing the night away. My bed is a hideaway. Formaldehyde is nice on cigarettes. Yeah, only you would know, C4T. Moist. Formaldehyde. It is a funny word. Formaldehyde is definitely a funny word. Moist and crusty. I am very shocked that Krusty is leading the popularness. I bet Bud is excited that he's got a hurricane in the Caribbean. I bet Bud has a raging boner over that hurricane. He's got a raging clue. That chicken is great. Mary is nice. Marinara sauce. Chili cheese fries. Pringles. Once you pop, you cannot stop. My chicken. My chicken. My chicken. Cigarettes. Wheat. You can call out sick and use sick pay. Your request off got rejected, but I don't know what state you live in, but in my state, this state, you earn sick pay, so they can't get on your case if you use sick pay. My work has tried to call me in so many times over the past week. I just ignore the phone calls at this point. But if I were you, I would just use sick pay. If your state does it, every state is different. Exactly. That's what I would do. I can't tell you how many sisters have been have been murdered at my job. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't work today. My sister passed away recently, and I won't be able to come in tomorrow because I will have to go to Seattle and deal with her property and make arrangements for a funeral. So I won't be coming in for the next few days. Protected time off, paid time off. Well, there's two different kinds of PTO. There's PPTO, which is paid protected time off, and then there's paid time off. PTO usually refers to as vacation pay. PPTO refers to as sick pay. That's usually how that works. Paid protected time off. Which means if you use PPTO, they can't harass you about it. And I think PTO, since that's like the vacation paid time off, a lot of companies don't pay out for vacations. A lot of minimum wage companies don't. But once you get into supervisor roles, then after a year of service, they start allowing you to earn sick pay. When I was working at Walmart, when I first started working at Walmart, I had to wait 3 years to start earning vacation pay. But that company changes policies almost as often as I change my underwear. Wheat. Taco Bell, Taco Bell, taco all the way. Chicken is nice. I still have some chicken on my plate. Moist. Fat. Another piece of fat. Is it daylight savings time yet? Did that happen last night? Or maybe we still have another month. I think we still have another month, but I saw an article about daylight savings time earlier, and I didn't read it, but I it's definitely something I forget about. Chicken is nice. I can't remember when it is. Aha, it's in November. November 2nd. C4T, moist. Calvin is nice. I was at 704 earlier this week, but I haven't been streaming or doing much with this channel for a while. Moist. It could be. It also could be my mom. How do ducks fart? With their butt quacks. Quack, quack. That's right. That's skank. That's Skankosaurus Rex. Marinoculars. My marinoculars. Marinoculars. I need to write a song about marinoculars. I haven't done one of those songs in a long time. And Marinoculars is a famous word now. Marinoculars. 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 Oh, Calvin. Calvin is hilarious. I've known Calvin since like 2018 in the train chats that we used to go to all the time. Calvin has the sense of humor like I do. And the first Nightbot, that was something he told me in one of my chat rooms a long time ago. So I used that cheese balls into a Nightbot thing. And then Calvin Cabbage and his collection of cauliflower and cranberries in cantaloupe sauce. Alliteration. How to Steal $30 from Church by Mary Burney. Hello, Barry. Can I come over to your house and have macaroni and cheese? Crisscross applesauce on my legs and listen to country music songs and get ideas from you on how to steal from church? that that's the last thing that was on my cut and paste because I wanted to save that. Let me pin message. I don't think she does. I hardly live stream on this channel anymore. She's never visited my Wheatsart channel. I stream on my Wheatsart channel several times a week. I don't get many visitors there, especially from this side of the world. I don't think she comes to my this channel anymore either because no, she doesn't. And as far as I know, I don't have her blocked anymore either. Yeah, she blocked me, and then I blocked her. Then she blocked me. I blocked her, and as far as I know, we're both unblocked. Wizard, if you say that one more time, I'm going to time you out for 1 week. Wizard, for fuck's sake, if you ask me about the mall again, I'm going to time you out for 2 weeks. Of course. Absolutely, because I need to know when Mary's going to the mall later. Mary, Mary, Mary the wandering hamster. She doesn't bite, she doesn't fight, she just rolls around in her hamster wheel. So. Mary is nice. Mary can walk to her mailbox. Shan Camp, are you able to walk to your mailbox? Oh, my butthole itches. Oh, nice. My mailbox is on my porch too. But my porch is half a mile from my room, so I can't walk to my mailbox. I can't walk to my mailbox. I can't have milk because I'm allergic, but if you open my refrigerator, you'll see the 7 packs of Sargento cheese that I have. Wow. Do you like Sargento cheese, Shan Camp? Sargento cheese is nice. Fred Meyer's doesn't carry the particular Sargento cheese stick that I always buy. They stopped selling the black kind, and now they only sell the green kind, and the green kind is low fat, and the green kind tastes wrong. And they stopped selling the one that comes in the black wrappers. Get I get the off-brand shit. When it comes to macaroni and cheese, I get the off-brand shit because Kraft is so disgusting at this point. Oh, Kraft macaroni and cheese is absolutely rancid. They ch- oh, back in the 90s Kraft was good. Even back in the 2000s it was good. But after like 2010, Kraft is just shit. Oh, moist. I need to sit on a cactus. Maybe that'll relieve my itch. I need to sit on a prick. I've just been I've been just getting noodles and using that ragu. Oh, ragu. Ragu is what happens when Mary goes on her monthly. I need some petroleum jelly. My mom uses ragu cheese sauce. I didn't know ragu made just cheese sauce. I knew ragu was like a jar of giant Mary period, of chunky Mary period. A jar of chunky Mary canned corn period. My mom's at the Dollar Genital. Joe, there she is. Extra chunky Mary period. Moist, extra chunky. Tassie is nice. Mary points her glowing nipple north and says, EBT go mall. Oh my god, I wonder what Mary's going to do without EBT soon. I don't know if they're cutting everybody off of EBT or if they're just like uh, reducing their benefits. Some I've heard some articles say they're just reducing their benefits. Other sites are saying they're doing them all away to all. They're doing away with EBT altogether. I have no idea, but here's my take on EBT. If they do away with EBT altogether, there's going to be so many more crimes. The crime rate will absolutely triple. And the problem is the reason why it will triple is because over the last 30 years, people have used food stamps like they are entitled to them. They weren't raised to understand that food stamps is to help you get back on your feet. They feel like they're entitled to them. So I think that the crime rate is going to be really bad soon. If we think the crime rate is bad right now, it's just going to get amplified. Ew, I don't like Annie's. Ugh. Annie's implies healthy. Ugh. I know someone who likes anals macaroni and cheese. There's going to be a lot of people just looting other people's houses. I'm sure of this. Anals, 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 macaroni. Anals, penis, macaroni. You can find this at a lot of adult shops. I don't know. It could be something that I'm making up, but they definitely sell pee and booby macaronis. One of my former friends gave me a box of boobies and pecker macaroni and cheese or macaronis, but I don't even remember getting rid of it. I kept it as a because it was a souvenir type of deal, but I definitely don't have it in my possession anymore. I don't. It might have been in my truck when I crashed, when I got into that car accident. It may have been in my truck in one of my storage boxes that I never took out. So it may have went to the junkyard with my truck. Anals, penis, macaroni, penis, penis. Oh, what a silly word penis is. Penis, boobs, boobs, phallic object, phallic object. My mother slapped me in the face with my father's phallic object. I was knocked out due to the size of my mother's husband's phallic object. That was somehow detached and slapped in my face. There's a mushroom stamp somewhere on my face. Mushroom stamp. Mushroom stamp. A new song, Shandcamp and the Mushroom Stamp. Hey, that rhymes. Shandcamp and the Mushroom Stamp. This one time I got a mushroom stamp at Shandcamp. Oh, this one time at Shandcamp I got a mushroom stamp. Shandamp. The Shandampinator. Oh. Ruffles have ridges. Did I ever tell you? I went to the bathroom and I went to the bathroom and I went to the bathroom and I went to the bathroom. Rigged, rigged for her pleasure or his pleasure. Ridged or rigged? No, it's got to be something else. Ridged. Oh, I can't remember the actual word for it. Rigid, rigged. No, it's not rigged or rigid. Oh my God, what is it? Ribbed. There it is. Yeah. God, I can't remember certain words for some reason today. Ribbed for her pleasure. Yeah, that's right. Or his pleasure. Grab a parrot. My mom's gonna grab her parrot, if you know what I mean. Moist. Wait. Moist. My oink oink. Wetsart. My oink oink. Ooh, I only got 5 views on my last short I posted. I will have to delete it and re-upload it on my other channel. LOL. The algorithm is working against my channel this week. Wetsart, my oink oink. Wetsart, my oink oink. My oink oink. It's so funny when she says Westart, my oink oink. I get a kick out of it every time. Right, C4T? You've heard her say Westart, my oink oink. It is the funniest thing ever. I love it. Ooh, Cloud Kicker has a snow dog video. Let's watch this snow dog video. Let me give him a like. I haven't seen this snow video before. This must be new. It's Faye the dog. Wheat. You never know when the algo will hit those shorts. That's true. I haven't been able to get a decent one for a long time. I've only been able to get one 3,000 view short. I haven't hit the 2K mark in a long time. I think I only have one video that's over 2K or one. Yeah, so no, I've got the hello video. The intro is over 2K. So I got two videos that are over 1,500. Sweet. Yeah, my other channel is not that entertaining. On this channel though, I have one video that I have on private right now that's got 10K views. My next highest viewed one is my 5K viewed, and then the emergency water one that still is getting at least one view every single day. That one is almost at 5K. I think I got another 100 more views on the emergency water one before that gets a 5K. My Wheat and Shaw channel definitely has more high viewed videos than my other channel. I just don't have any creative ideas lately for more videos for my Wheat and Shaw channel. Moist. Oh yes, that canned water. They yeah, about 10 miles north of here. They have a World War II base over there, and they have a bomb shelter too, a really huge bomb shelter, and they've got pallets and pallets and pallets of those canned waters, and I was able to get two of them from the bomb shelter when I was down there. That building was amazing. It had its own little hospital, had its own movie theater, and it was World War II style too. So everything was like old. A horror film could actually be filmed there, honestly. And they also had a non-working elevator shaft too, with a whole bunch of caution tape in front of the doors. Do not go past here. It was definitely a horror film, a horror film too. I don't know how that. I don't know how. I can't remember what provokes Nightbot. I need to get rid of some of my Nightbot commands for Wheat and Shaw. Krusty is at 69%. I am surprised Moist isn't ahead, honestly. Nightbot, what the hell? That dog is hilarious. Faye is hilarious. Moist. Mountain Dew is nice. I only have like 3 cans left, so I have to slow down my Mountain Dew drinking just a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ, my chair. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh, Joe's at the grocery store again. I better not make my sex sounds. I would love to open a card store. I would absolutely love to open up a card store. That would be fun to do. I would be down to opening up a card store. I would definitely need to have business partners. Definitely. I think a card store could work if it had the right business partners. I can see opening up a card store. There would be 3 business partners involved. Me, I would run the financial side of things, and then I would the other business partners, they would run the ordering side of things, and then the other business partner would run the layout of the store. That would be the layout, yeah, the layout. And then every couple months switch up the layout a little bit. That would be nice. But then we'd have to have employees too. We would need people to talk down to because we wouldn't be able to talk down to each other since we're all business partners. So we'd need people to talk down to. We would need an opener, a mid shift, and a closer. And then we would be opened for limited hours on the weekends. It would be like, ooh, and then we could have game nights on Friday nights. Like every Friday would be a different game night. Like the first Friday would be Magic the Gathering game night. The second Friday could be Pokemon game night. And then you would charge people to come and play and make money off of the space. The card shop would require a game room with its own entrance because at that time of day the shop area would be closed. but game night would start half an hour before the store closed for hard waffles. I would charge $45 for blue waffles. Actually, what I would honestly do is if I had a shop like that, I would have a little snack bar. I would have a little snack bar in the game room, and I would sell them for dirt cheap to the people who came to the events. And if somebody didn't have enough money, it would be on the house. I just if I did a store like that, that's how I'd like to run it. I would be like, if the players don't have enough money to afford a little snack, not a big deal. You can have a snack. A la snack bar. I could. That would be funny. Sweet. I think it would be fun to own a card shop. But the problem with owning a card shop is you'd have to sell games too. You'd have to sell other games too. You couldn't just sell cards. You'd have to sell stuff that would make more money as well. Because when you order Pokemon stuff, they often are out of stuff because people Pokemon is one of those things. It's just a frenzy. You can't order a lot. They won't allow it. They limit people per order, so it would be tough. It would be tough to run a business with just cards. Pokemon is what sells. Magic the Gathering sells too, but not like Pokemon. Ooh, Krispy Kreme. Definitely would need a Krispy Kreme in there. I would get a Krispy Kreme in there. Krispy Kreme donut shop. Krispy Kreme and a pizza place. I would do pizza and Krispy Kreme. You have to have both. My mom's a side hustle. Whew. Krispy Kreme for sure. Krispy Kreme would be nice. Oh, I love Krispy Kreme donuts, but they're so expensive. They sell Krispy Kreme donuts at Fred Meyer's now, but they want like $12 for a box of six. I won't do that. They have Death by Donuts over 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 blah 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 blah. Death by Donuts are really good. I will go to Death by Donuts, but I can't go to Fred Meyer's for Krispy Kreme because they are terribly expensive. Moisty Oinky Minky Muff. All right, have a great day, Shan Camp. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Or you could have a donut shop and a pizza shop connected to the card shop on each side, and people can walk between them. That's right. That would be fun. And the whole building would be called Wheaties Play Place. With my hands on both sides of the logo, Wheaties Play Place. My mom came twice. Hello, Vicky Callie. Welcome in. Oink oink. Welcome to the channel. What else can we help you? Ooh. Wiggle wiggle. Oh. I need to go get another soda. I cannot hold out any longer. I need to go get another soda. Moist. Oh, hey, look, everyone. I have grape nuts. I have grape nuts. Look at my grape nuts. I have huge grape nuts. Moist pig and runt. Oh, protein waterfall, I mean. All right, protein waterfall is here. Oh yes, my uncle is definitely guilty. Oh. Cheese and crackers are nice. My eyes are getting worse. I thought protein waterfall was pig and runt for a second. Shaw. I miss Sophisticated Carrot. I wonder whatever happened to Sophisticated Carrot. That guy was nice. Also, Dave Barber. I still wonder what happened to Dave Barber. He hasn't been on YouTube for 2 years now. The missing chatters. Wheat. Ooh, it is now making a northwest turn. Boy, Jamaica has no chance, honestly. It is at 175 miles per hour, and its minimum pressure is down to 906. That's crazy. That's almost enough to make your ears pop. Gosh, I hope those Jamaican people have shelter to go to. I feel like they don't have structures that strong. They need to make a huge cement building, something that'll tolerate that kind of storm. Whew. Moist. Wait. Banana hammocks. Been there many times. I've never been to Jamaica before. But every time I think about Jamaica, I feel like they don't have structures that are strong enough. But I obviously am basing it off of my perception, which is probably not right. My battery's at 40%. In your uncle's bungalow. Moist bungalow. Moist and crusty bungalow. Wheat. Welcome in, Vicky. How are you doing, Vicky? Moist. Chicken is nice. I like chicken. I had to wink at my chicken over there. It's looking at me like it already knows I want to eat it. You're up on that pole looking at me like you already know what you. It's an old song that was stuck in my head for a long time. Sweet. One, two, three. Ding, ding, ding. I lost because I forgot to kick out. I forgot to kick out, so I lost. Many sticky garments in your uncle's laundry already. That's right. That's right, Protein Waterfall. Moist chicken. Wheat. Chicken was nice and moist today. Mashed potatoes came out just right, too. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like to take a toothbrush to my tailbone. I have a rash on my tailbone. It's poison oak, and I like to relieve the itch with a toothbrush that has bag balm on it. Bag balm. Moist. Why the hell would I want to live somewhere and there's a hurricane and I collect cards? That's what I agree. I agree 100% cards on consignment. 100%. I think people who live on stilts, who have houses built on stilts in the ocean waters, they should not be allowed to have insurance. They should not be allowed to have anything insured. Those stupid jabronis. It's like go build a house on an active volcano and expect to have fire insurance. Wheat. Moist. Right, exactly, cards. I don't get it. I don't get these people. I could never live on houses like that. And then you have people that build these $1 million houses in the hills over here, and the houses are built with stilts going into the hills. They build these houses on stilts. What's going to happen when there's a mudslide or an earthquake that triggers a slide of some sort? They've got a lot of houses in Portland on stilts along all of these hills, and the boy, when that big one hits, all of those houses are going to be gone, and most likely the people in them. Like, seriously. We live in a society where people are constantly thinking, this isn't going to happen to me ever. Oh, that never happens here. It's not going to happen to me. Until it does. It's funny because a lot of people say tornadoes don't happen in Oregon ever. But if you look up the statistics, Oregon gets at least one tornado a year. Sure, it's not Kansas, it's not Midwest, it's not Tornado Alley, but it does happen. Even California had a tornado last year. It can happen anywhere. Natural disasters don't discriminate. Wheat. Hmm. Chicken is good. Tornado back alley. My mom's a tornado back alley. Protein waterfall got into my mom's car and went to my uncle's house, and the rest is history. My mom can upchuck a bunker. Not if the bunker is deep enough. That's what she said. Sometimes I run. Sometimes. Mm. Mm. So fantastic. Mary is nice. Glenda is the reason why the AIDS uh, the AIDS epidemic will never truly go away. That's bad. Mm. I need to get some cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper would be great on this. Moist. What else? Mm. Mm. What else? Mm. Ah. Ah. Wheat. Mmm. Mmm. Cock soup. I can't believe they have $5 packs of chicken at Fred Meyer's. That is a score in this day and age. And there's like 12, 13, 14 pieces of chicken. But I absolutely hate cooking. KFC is my go-to home. KFC is my home away from home. Mhm. My chicken, my chicken, my chicken, my chicken. It's Calvin Saxton. I think Leach is starting Food Channel. Hello, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Calvin is nice. Oh, Cloud Kicker will never show his face. Although he would be a special guest for sure. I would invite Cloud Kicker's dogs, both of them. Those dogs would eat very well. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Oh, I could never eat Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken is now the Satanic Temple. Oh, nice banquet chicken pot pie. I've got a whole freezer full of pot pies. Some of them are chicken, some of them are turkey. A couple Salisbury pot pies. Chicken is nice. What did you have at Popeyes, Calvin? Did you have a chicken sandwich there? My mom had a chicken sandwich there. Exactly. Cluck, cluck. Oh, nice. Calvin. You know what I think? I think evolution played a part in the chicken and egg theory. I think what happened is two different species came together, did their sex, and then it created the first ever chicken. And maybe there was a litter of chickens. Maybe there was a litter of chickens, and then that started the process for the eggs. And then that's how eggs were brought to justice. That's right. Baked mac and cheese is hard to come by. I need to learn how to bake mac and cheese because I'm getting sick and tired of boxed mac and cheese. The recipes are changing. Wheat. Fried chicken is nice. It really isn't. I need to learn how to bake my own mac and cheese because I can't eat this boxed crap anymore. I mean, the generic brands are better than the official brands. I still eat Velveeta boxed shells and cheese, but I can't eat too much of that because I get sick of it after a while. Back in the 90s, Flavorite had the best boxed mac and cheese. It was like 26 cents a box, and it was just so fantastic. The cheese powder was perfect for that. But then at the end of the 90s, they got rid of the Flavorite brand, and I was so disheartened because the brand they replaced it with was not the same. Smoked Gouda helps mac and cheese or many other dishes for that matter. As long as you're not smoking cigarettes, then smoked Gouda should be fine. I don't think I've ever had Gouda cheese. I I usually stick with my cheddar, my mozzarella, my Swiss, and pepper jack. The four main ones. Havarti is good. I had Havarti back when I worked at Yak in the Box. What can I help you? Yak in the Box. What can I help you? Welcome to Yak in the Box. What can I help you? They briefly had Havarti for their. Ooh, I don't want to be an honorary Dutchman, honestly. There are too many Dutchmans I know that I don't like. In fact, I worked with a Dutchman at Walmart once. His last name was Dutchman. I used to call him Peaches because his face looked like a peach. It was hilarious. It reminded me of James and the Giant Peach. So I would call him Peaches all the time. I'm part Dutch, and so was that guy Joseph something who doesn't seem to be around anymore. Joe something from the Northwest. Oh, Joe Schramm. Yes. I don't know what happened to him. He used to come to my streams all the time, and then he disappeared. I emailed him a few times and haven't heard back. I think that he was ill for a while, so he may not be around anymore. But I hadn't heard from him in a couple years. He was a funny guy, very nice, very nice, really cool guy. I had met him in one of the train streams, and I think I just broke one of my bottom teeth, with a piece of chicken because now there's a huge gap on this side in one of my bottoms. Pretty soon, when I talk, I will definitely be called meth mouth once I start losing my bottoms. Oh, it doesn't hurt. There's just a huge gap in between two of my teeth, and I think the chicken that I just had caused it. No, it wasn't the whole tooth. I think it caused the gap to get bigger between the teeth. I don't think it chipped. I think I misspoke. I think it pushed when I was chewing. It pushed one tooth towards another tooth, and then the gap just became a little bigger. Or maybe it did chip part of a tooth, but it doesn't feel like it got chipped. It just feels like there's a bigger space between teeth. That's right. Oh, they will though. I need to look at my tooth real quick. Let me pull up my phone real quick. Definitely the space got bigger. Oh well. It is what it is. My teeth are getting my teeth aren't in good shape, so I think it's going to be raining here next Friday on Halloween. Oh, it's going to be storm central here next week. We had severe weather here on Saturday. Lots of downed trees and branches all over the place around here on Saturday. There was even a low risk for tornadoes here. wheat. The best part of waking up. It's Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. You should give out paper clips for Halloween. Here's a paper clip for your documents. The Singing Gourmet Goulash. Gilgamesh. Meets mom in the butt. I think I'll give the children trick or treaters some very small rocks and twigs this year, as you should. The last time I trick or treated, I was 29 years old. Ooh. Reader's Digest. Chicken is nice. Joy to the world, Wheat's mom is dead. We cut off her head. Don't worry about her body. We flushed it down the body. Round and round it goes. Round and round it goes. Round and round and round it goes. Shaw. Mary is nice. Everybody knows a Mary. Calvin, do you know a Mary? Everyone knows a Mary. Nobody on this planet nobody in the United States, I should say, does not know a Mary. Everyone knows a Mary. My last name isn't Christmas. Every year, my friend Mary has to tell people, no, that's not my last name. When people tell her Merry Christmas, she replies, I'm sorry, but that's not my last name. That's how it always works. I think my friend Mary Bernie needs to get married. Who I ate all my chicken. I was looking at my plate to see if I had any left. And then I would have asked myself if I could have more. Too late. I ate it all. Oink, oink. Moist. Mary is nice. Have a great day, Calvin Saxon. Thank you for coming all over. I mean, thank you for stopping by my stream. You probably will see me again soon, or at 4 in the morning on my overnight stream at Beats Art. Yeah, I saw your comments this morning over there. I just was too late to reply, I think. I usually randomly wake up at like 5 or 6 in the morning and then I look at the comments briefly and then I go back to sleep. Oh, my butthole stopped itching now, finally. I think the poison oak on my butthole went away finally after all these years. Butthole poison oak, poison butthole oak, poison butt oak, sumac, butthole ivy. It is 2:58, almost 3 p.m. There is probably a bunch of things I am avoiding doing. Oh, I should do another short for my art channel. My short this morning did not do anything, so I need to do another short for that channel. I think now is a good time to. We got 31 votes. Wow. 31 votes on my poll. That is a great number. 65%. Oh, it didn't show the results. Anyway, 65% voted for Krusty, and the remaining 35% voted for Moist. That is a surprising figure. Moist is hilarious, but so is Krusty. Krusty just wiped Moist off the wall. That's for sure. With that being said, let me see if it's still on cut and paste mode here. Yes, it still is on cut and paste. That being said, thank you everyone for coming to my stream. I too will go ahead and end my stream here. Wait.